Yeah, it was definitely an off-schedule play. Uh, when the game's on the line like that, I'm just trying to keep every play alive as long as I can. Um, uh, there was one actually earlier to Josh too that we hit, but saw Hunter and he stayed with me just like he did on the touchdown. Another play, just trying to extend the play, create. I'm not going to go out and rush for 100 yards, but I can create and extend the play a little bit longer when I get outside and things like that. And Hunter stuck with me again and kept running, made a heck of a catch, and they touched his shoe, which actually ended up helping us, because then they have to use their timeouts, and so it was actually a good thing.
Eric, you've been talking a lot this year about how this group feels different to you, and these last 3 weeks and today in particular, does that kind of personify what you've been talking about?
Yeah, I think so. We still have one more to go, but we're finishing better, right? I think that's two or three in a row, and at the end of the year, that's all we've talked about. That's all we talked about before the season, and for whatever reason, we have adversity this season. We have adversity in the games. It's almost like, gosh, can we get a break? Here or there. But we'll take the wins. Trust me. No matter how we have to do it, we're finding a way to do it because we have the right kind of guys, and there's never been a doubt. There's never a finger pointed, at this or that, and this coach is not there, and all this kind of nobody cares, and we have a bunch of guys that believe that and just keep going.
Denzel was in here earlier talking about how with COVID he was, winded because
Yeah.
of practice and was still maybe feeling the effects. When you see guys like that are selling out and giving out like that
Yeah.
in a game like this, how inspiring is that across the board?
Oh, it's unbelievable. Especially, you can tell, he's running, making tackles, he's taking a knee a little bit longer than he usually does, and the fight, and that's why he's a Pro Bowler. I've always thought he's one of the best linebackers in the league, playing him when he was with the Chargers and all that. But now that he's getting the recognition and he's played a lot of plays, he's staying relatively healthy. And I'm glad that he's getting that recognition because he has that mentality. He's one of my favorite people. He wears a little white tank top with a Raider emblem on it to workouts. It's just, he's hilarious. I love that guy, and that's exactly who he is out there on the field. He doesn't care what he looks like, man. He's just going to go out there and try and play as hard as he can, no matter how he feels, and he does it every play.
You're the leg injury in Cleveland, ribs last week. Did you get an elbow today?
Yeah, I won't get too into everything. Yeah, again, that's a little bit about why I keep talking. I can't catch a break, sometimes. But trust me, I wouldn't trade it for anything right now. We're winning, and so if I got to keep going through a little bit of stuff to help us win, there's no problem with me.
Does all of the stuff you guys went through this year, the adversity, does that help you when you go down on a play like you guys did the second half there, a real fluke kind of pops up and you guys are able to kind of, there's no woe is me, you guys just kind of move on sort of thing? Is that kind of,
Yeah.
gone through this year, does that help you in this situation?
Absolutely. It's something that's it's not just something that we went through so it helps us. We talked about it, like nobody cares. Keep going. Win the day. Win the game. Is the season over because our head coach is gone? Is the season over? Because receiver's gone, our corner's gone. We're just gonna, and at the end of the day, we have a job to do. So it's like that, just nobody cares mentality. No one's gonna come feel sorry for you. No one's gonna come pat you on the back and tell you it's going to be okay. It's not okay. We got to win, And I think it's that mentality that we keep speaking into existence, that when things happen, if I throw a pick, defense doesn't care. They don't even blink. They go out and they don't even let points happen, And it's unbelievable. You get the ball back and you're still right there in it, And there's been years in the past where if I turned it over one time, the game might get out of hand. And now that our defense is playing like they are, I've been more aggressive, there's no doubt. But whenever we can play complementary football, as long as we have a chance at the end of the game, we'll always take those chances, man. We feel good about it.
You talked about the off-schedule play at the end of the game. There was several throughout the day today that worked out for you guys.
Yep.
Was that just something game plan-wise, or was that just you making plays, being creative? What was going on there?
Yeah, those are the plays that you see so many of those great quarterbacks make, and I'm not putting my name in there. I'm saying, like, you see Aaron make them all the time. You see Patrick and those guys. Those are plays that aren't drawn up. It's just your receiver staying alive and helping you out and making plays on the ball. And for me, I've watched those guys, and you try and take things from everybody and learn from them, and that was just whether it's a protection or the routes cover, whatever it is, then you just try and find a couple steps to your right or up the middle, whatever, just to make some more time to let someone maybe break off his route and do something else. And we did it well today. It's tough. We don't do it every play, but for the most part, whenever we can do those things, it opens up our offense, and it helped us win a football game today. That's for sure.
Are those plays more fun, I guess, than just getting your 5-step drop and just fighting the ball?
I don't know. I kind of like reading the defense and shredding them too. That's fun. But I think it's more fun for the fans. For me, I'm just trying to find completions. I'm trying to complete the ball I'm trying my best to complete every pass every time I throw it. And for me, it's not any different. But I think for the fans, obviously, they get excited and want to jump around about that kind of stuff.